when the money go. You don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'm a ground man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5-0.
From the 35 on second down, Winston. He completes it to Westbrook. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. SOS. Check 43.
Flip it. Sonny, screen, triple T.
Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, McCaffrey.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ready, ready. 8-3.
Hey, let's go.
Go.
52. Check. Check. Check.
5.
They'll run on first down. Huntley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
15 line. Hey, wahoo!
Come on. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Coming to you. Shift. Look at me. Go.
Undercrunch.
Yo, go. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Cooper. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check 25.
Get it.
On first down, Huntley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Team 6.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. I got one. 57. Mike 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Let's get it together.
Yes.
Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Cooper now on first down. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check safety.
Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tighten up. Hey, alert 3.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready to break.
57 to Mike. All day, just like that.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
First down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 25.
Giants nothing. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. You got 3 down.
Let's go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Brooklyn. Ready. Black 25 behind.
Come on, tight. 3 down. 3 down. You go tight. You got
Wait.
You got tight right there.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Lucky. Wait,
To throw is Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
6-6. Pull it high. Shoot. Rock it. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, exit. 5.
Now Cooper on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3. Single slot.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready, black 22.
Get in the weight room.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw is Cooper. Throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
57. Mike, 57. 3 buns.
Look at me. Zip. Go.
Looking to throw. Cooper. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. To throw, Winston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Go! Hey, Echo!
57 to Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 57 to Mike.
Ready?
2nd and 5.
Go.
He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On the set.
57.
Hey, Sam off.
Cooper, a final shot before break. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
45. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Touchdown, defense. 45 to Mike. 45.
Here's Cooper on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cooper now on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Cooper throwing on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Hey, wahoo.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Get it.
Back to throw is Cooper. To throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. You don't want this. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
need some therapy after this. Let's go.
Back to throw. Cooper. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there from McCaffrey. 81 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Ready? Blue ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 57.
Looking to throw. Cooper. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the...
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yes. Hey, Charlie.
Ready for this, man. They not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Back to throw. Cooper. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
Hey!
Cooper on first down. This is caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Leo! Stand!
Crunch!
Shoot!
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, 5-0.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready. White 25.
42, check, check. Mike 42. Ready? Slam, slam, slam. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
White.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Tight door.
On 2nd and 9, Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Screen, 17. Let's go.
Now Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack. That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right? Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent. But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
At the 19-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Show it up.
Squeeze. Go.
Now a give, right side. Huntley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big the edge, big the edge. Go.
Hey.
Here's Cooper operating from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation. And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
First down, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Cooper now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now! Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to go deep down the line. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Cooper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got his man on the out route. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
Again, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Got it.
Mike 57.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
57. Mike 57. I'm here all day.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Zip hit it.
Now Cooper on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.